And I'm here to give it to him.
Happy Sunday, and thank you guys for listening to the CoCo Meshelle Talks News and More show. I am your host, and I will be chatting it up with you guys this afternoon about some of last week's trending topics. Are you sipping with me this afternoon? And if so, what are you sipping on? My preference is Chardonnay. So I will be sipping on my favorite adult beverage this afternoon while I get into some of these trending topics, okay? In addition, we will be wrapping up season 2 in a few more weeks. And during the break, I will be preparing for my album release that's scheduled for late spring, early summer. Yeah, that's right. I am excited about this follow-up album, and I hope that you guys will support my passion. For those who will support my project, I thank you in advance. So let's jump into a couple of topics briefly. So get your glasses ready and just sit back and groove to the sounds of Legitimate in the background. Now, I only have you guys for a couple of minutes, okay? We will also hear from Legitimate in a little bit as he will give a brief perspective about the drama going on between 50 Cent, Eminem, and Nick Cannon. Now, I also want to remind you guys real quick that it is election year, and if you have not registered to vote, please go ahead and do so. It's really easy to register in this day and time. You can register online from any mobile device, get to know the candidates, and then make an informed choice. Don't let the shenanigans from previous elections deter you from participating. Your vote counts. Your vote matters. I also have a great self-care topic that I will delve off into in a little bit. I hope that you will appreciate the choice today. The topic I chose is order your groceries. And yes, this is considered a self-care topic. And I will reveal the website at the end of the show so that you can read more about this topic. Yes, guys, Kandi Burruss is in the news, and not for any of her other ventures, great ventures that she have going on, but for a shooting that occurred inside of her Old Lady Gang 2 restaurant that's owned by her and her husband, Todd Tucker. So apparently there was a shooting that occurred inside of the restaurant where a man came in and shot another man, as well as 2 innocent bystanders. So we want to definitely send our prayers and thoughts out to those victims as well as the victims' families in that incident. Shreveport Mayor Adrian Perkins is on the hook for $2,700 he has to pay back to the city for a car allowance he received after seeking and receiving erroneous advice from members of his administration. A statement issued from Ben Riggs, the mayor's spokesperson, said Mayor Perkins welcomed the audit report because it brought clarity to the matter, and he is happy to return the recommended amount. He is also implementing procedural changes to ensure this sort of confusion doesn't happen again in the future. You can find more about this story at the Shreveport Times, and this post is on my Twitter page as well. If you are not following Young M.A. on Twitter, Young M.A. tweeted that Young M.A. is tired of the braids and want to cut the braids off. Okay, so I am definitely looking forward to seeing what we are going to be doing in 2020 with the hair do's and don'ts. You know, we've seen many different risks being taken, so I am looking forward to seeing what Young M.A. will do with the new do.
Is 50 Cent correct in his perception of Nick Cannon? And is Nick Cannon a formidable rapper? Well, let's go back to the first question. What's correct? 50 feel like he gotta do what he gotta do. This is basically power in real life. Eminem being Tommy, Fifth being Ghost, Tommy to do things that goes with. Simple as that. And to the second question, is Nick Cannon a formidable rapper? Well, if we reflect back on the many jokes people have said regards to Nick Cannon being this garbage individual when it comes to the pen. What I got to say to that is, there is a calm before the storm. And I won't take away a person's power just yet, because we haven't seen all of what they're capable of. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple.
Thank you, Legitimate, for that perspective on Eminem, 50 Cent, and Nick Cannon. And for the self-care topic, as I mentioned before, it was order your groceries. So yes, that is a self-care topic, because you have so many people who are extremely busy, have a lot of responsibilities. And when you are the head of the household and you carry a large load, being head of the household, you may not oftentimes have the capabilities of being able to go inside of a store to get the things that you need. It is very expensive to eat out on a daily basis. I know how that can be, especially someone as busy as myself. I find myself stopping to get something on the way in or on the way out, and I try not to do that too often, and I make the time to go inside of a store at least 3 times a week. But that can even be a bit of a task, because I am as busy as I am, and when you're trying to get as much done in your life, you're trying to juggle these responsibilities, and you have 24 hours in a day to get it done. So I recommend, and this is a challenge that I'm issuing for myself, I do a lot of online ordering. I order a lot of clothes online, shoes, different, just various things, but I do not order groceries online. So I intend on doing that more often in 2020. So I would like to issue the challenge to you guys as well who are listening. If you are as busy as I am, we know that eating out all the time, or let's say 70% of the time in a given week, is just really not effective in regards to eating healthier, cost effective, just different reasons why that's just not the best go-to. So I would like to issue the challenge for you guys to take this challenge with me, to order groceries online at least once a month for a given week. Okay, order the things that you need, even if it's also your toiletries, things like that. Whatever you have to do to restock your inventory for the house for that week, do it for at least 1 week. Okay, so that is a self-care topic, and I did get that from acleanbake.com, and you can find that post on my Twitter page as well. I want to thank you guys for listening today, and be sure to check us on every Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you're not able to catch us at that time, you can always go back and listen to my previous episodes, be it on iTunes, Stitcher, and Blog Talk Radio as well, okay? And I do thank you guys very much. Be blessed. Have a great work week. And Lord willing, I will see you guys, I will chat it up with you guys again on next Sunday. Be sure to sit with me today. Sit with me the week. And until then, be blessed.
You're not as far away from hope. all the money and all the clothes and all the shoes. Got a bunch of pillows and we ready to get a win. In the die, you got nothing to do. Better trend, not a surprise, none of it's new. You better make your money last, cause you work hard to sit there. But in the meantime, make your way for the ladies hollering.
I be stepping in my J. Renee's. I be stepping in my J. Renee's. I be stepping in my J. Renee's. I be stepping in them. Stepping in me. Stepping in my J. Renee's. I be stepping in my J. Renee's. I be stepping in my J. Renee's. I be stepping in them. Stepping in them.
Wear your cash on my bill so I can close the book.